Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, thousands of memories are created and captured in each photo taken on your magical vacation. We proudly present Capturing Magic, where we help those moments live on forever.
Hey everyone, welcome to Capturing Magic Minnie, where we discuss your tips and tricks and ideas for creating and capturing magic. You can find our notes for this show and more tips and tricks at capturingmagic.me. I am Steph, and I am joined by my co-host, Brittany Levitt, who can be found at britishdesigns.com. Hi, Britt.
Hi.
I'm excited.
Feels like we haven't done a mini in a long time.
Because we haven't. That's why it would feel that way. Yes.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm really excited to do this one. We got a lot of super tips from our listeners that once we announced that we were going to start doing these, but we had already recorded a bunch of them. And so I'm excited to start being able to share because we had so many suggestions and ideas, and our listeners have great ideas and resources. So I appreciate everyone that sent in mail and commented, and we would love to have you continue to share your ideas with us. So you can mail them to mail@capturingmagic.me or go to the site and just click on the contact form and send them that way if you want, because we'd love to share them. So let's jump into this one. Britt, do you want to go ahead and read it?
Yep. I clicked away from it. Okay, here it is. Okay, so today's mini tip came from one of our listeners, Monica, who commented actually on, Steph, one of your blog posts back when you wrote about pressed pennies. I think the blog post was called Inexpensive Souvenirs or something like that. Yeah. I should probably know the title of it.
I'm pretty sure that was the name of the title.
Inexpensive and Memorable Disney Souvenir. Yeah. That's what it was called. And she said, I display my pressed pennies in my house. We collect a few pennies every time we go anywhere, especially Disney. And she gave a link to the way that she displays them. And she said, this is the tutorial for my display. Thanks for posting the logs of all the machines. We will have to use it next time we go there. And the link is to a tutorial that basically is just a way to almost turn your pennies into pins, wouldn't you say? It's like you glue thumbtacks to the back of them with super glue, or I guess you could use any sort of epoxy glue like E6000 or something, and then put a piece of corkboard that she covered with fabric, and then you just press your little pennies that now have tacks on the back into the corkboard. And it's very cute and a great way to display pressed pennies. Because I don't know about you, Steph, but all our pressed pennies are sitting in a pressed penny book that just kind of sits on a shelf. Is that how do you display your pressed pennies any cute way?
No, ours are in the tube still. Because we did this when I went to Disney World in December with my youngest daughter, and I just thought it was the best souvenir because it's super inexpensive and it makes memories. She had so much fun doing it. So while you're, looking around, it's a great memory maker. And so I just love pressed pennies. They're great, but they're in the tube right now. I did buy on our Pinterest, the Capturing Magic Pinterest page called Disney Souvenirs. I pinned a charm bracelet where they made a charm bracelet out of pressed pennies, and I bought everything to do that. I just haven't done it yet, but I really want to do it because it looks so cute.
I think it's so cute too. But I haven't really got my pressed pennies out to check them, but do you think it would be sharp to put press? Because there's ideas I've seen on Pinterest as well to make necklaces, other kind of types of bracelets, and basically turning your pressed pennies into charms is what you're doing. Yeah. But are they sharp at all? No. Do you think you'd have any issues with them being sharp?
No, I don't think they're sharp. They're not quite thin enough that they would cut you.
Yeah. Okay.
Not like you'd get a metal cut or something from them, I don't think.
Yeah.
So yeah, I bought everything. It looks simple enough. I've never made any kind of jewelry, anything. And so I'm like, can I really do this all on my own? But I really want to do it because it's adorable and fun.
It's so adorable.
Yeah.
I would love to make one for a gift, for my mom or something for Mother's Day. It would be so cute. Hopefully she's not listening. Maybe she will be. Maybe I just ruined it.
You should have just said, Mom, push mute. I want to make one for my mom.
But it was so I don't have enough pennies to make her one, but it would be a really fun gift if you went on a trip and you just collected all the pennies from that trip, just to make a souvenir or bracelet. Like, how fun is that?
Yeah.
And I love, also we got an email from
Stephanie
Haining, yep, who has been on our show before, and she gave a really great link to, let's see, let me pull it up here.
It's tips from the Disney Diva.
Yes, tips from the Disney Diva about pressed pennies, basically, and kind of similar to a few things you said in your post about, getting the lists from Disney that have all of the
locations.
Yeah, all of the locations and all of the, so you can find all of the pennies that you need.
Yeah.
And then also in that email, in that article from the Disney Diva, she links to a couple websites that are very helpful as well. And one called pressedpenny.com.
Okay.
And that one is cool because it has a ton of like lists and ideas and like information of like a new pressed penny machine is, been installed and, things like that like I would not have any idea where to find that information about. But there's presscoins.com and it's an unofficial Disney World press coin guide. Presscoins.com, and it links to like all kinds of information about what pennies are out there and if you're looking for specific characters, like where to find them. And that's so fun. Like there's a whole world of press penny collection.
There is. And I had no idea.
I didn't either.
I had no idea. Yeah. And one thing that a lot of Disney vacationers use for their pressed pennies or for their penny money is the M&M tubes, the miniature M&M tubes. And I was really excited because at Easter time at Target, they had pressed penny tubes. Well, not pressed, they were M&M tubes. They're going to be pressed penny tubes.
Penny tubes.
But they were M&M tubes that were pink, purple, and pastel yellow. Ooh. I'm so excited to have princess colored pressed penny tubes for my girls, because normally all you can get is the bright primary colors, which is great because those are Disney colors. Yeah. But I really wanted to have princess colored ones.
It's fun. Good to know to look during holidays for those tubes.
Yeah.
It's the mini M&M tubes, right?
Yes.
Isn't that what they are?
Yeah.
And then also on that, the Disney Divas article, she talked about finding pennies that are from
1983.
Yeah, and earlier, because those are the ones that are full copper.
Yeah.
So
it does make a difference. It actually does make a difference. They press a lot better if they're pre-1983.
Otherwise, they streak with silver, which I've totally noticed that when we press a penny that they streak. So if you now I want to, like, every time I get a penny, look at it. And, is this a saver or is this a spender?
Exactly.
So if you're saving pennies anyway, it's good to know that if you look at the year on it and to know that those are going to press the best. And she said that if your old pennies are not shiny, you can soak them in vinegar and then rub them off and they'll be shiny again, which is also another good tip.
Yeah, the Pressed Penny site has lots of cleaning tips, lots of different things that you can do to get your pennies clean, which I didn't do that before we went down there. They suggest cleaning them before you press them, and I didn't do that. I kind of wish I would have now, though.
Yeah, sometimes I feel like I put in a penny that looks pretty sad, and then it comes out looking pretty good. I'm like, oh, wow, that worked pretty good. But then other times I'm like, oh, man.
Yeah.
That's not very pretty.
Yeah.
So especially if you're going to make something out of it, like a bracelet, it's worth the time to maybe clean your pennies and prepare that. And I love that it's such an inexpensive way to have a souvenir, and how fun for kids. I mean, I remember loving doing smash pennies as a child. And so it's a fun souvenir that you can let be involved, let your kids be involved in making those. And
they can choose exactly which ones they want to do. And when we did, I put this in the post on Capturing Magic, but when we did it, I just spent, I think I got $20 worth of change or of quarters. And so that ended up giving her enough to get 40 different pennies. That's cheap.
That's a lot too.
Yeah. 40 different pennies for $20.
And the pressed penny books that you can get in the parks are actually not very expensive at all.
They're only $10, I think.
Yeah, I was going to say 8, but they might be 10 now. I think ours was 8 when we bought it, but it's cute. It's really cute. And there's even bigger spots for the quarters, the pressed quarters. If you are, a big spender and you want to press a quarter. But there's spots for those as well in the book. And the other ones are just little slots for your pennies. And it's a fun thing for kids to do. My cousin's going to Disneyland very soon here, and she's asking me, like, what do I need to do beforehand, like fun things. And so I told her, we've talked on previous shows about pin trading and things, but now I need to, this reminded me, I need to email her and tell her, make sure you get pennies.
Yeah.
Because that's a big fun one to do, and it's inexpensive. Just a little extra fun thing to do on your trip.
Yeah, for sure. It's a super fun thing, and it's easy. And there are tips on all of the different sites that we'll link up to in the show notes for, different ways to go about it, alternating, loading the pressed penny money. For one of the things that I did for my daughter was tell her that it was magic money could only be used for pennies, because I didn't want her thinking she needed to use it to buy other souvenirs.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
So it worked out really well.
Magic money. How clever.
Yeah.
And on the Capturing Magic pin board, we have a board all about souvenirs, and there's actually several about pennies, about a way to store pennies. There's the one that Steph was saying, the bracelet, and then there's a link to her blog post. But yeah, there's a lot of ideas out there about things to do with your pennies after you get home. Like Monica said, her cute pin board that she did.
That's a fun idea.
So fun to
and
have
easy.
That. Yeah, so that's what I like about it too. And you could do, like, I was thinking, because there's a couple of them on the blog that she linked up to, that she got her tutorial from. They used a couple different kinds of frames and showed kind of different ways to do it. One's a small little frame that only has 2 pennies on it. One has several. And I was thinking that would be fun to do, kind of like a gallery wall almost. And then just of cork boards with all your pennies. That'd be really cute.
It would be cute. It's a great idea.
Or just intermix those picture frames with pictures from the park, as a part of your gallery wall of Disney.
So fun. That's a great idea.
Yeah. So thanks, Monica, for that great article that led to a lot of other links we found.
Yes. Yes.
Pennies, pennies, pennies.
Yes. Thank you so much, Monica. And like we said earlier in the show, if you would like to share your ideas for capturing and creating magic while you're at the parks, please drop us a note at mail@capturingmagic.me, or click on the contact button at capturingmagic.me and share your tips. We would love to hear them and be able to share them with our listeners. So, okay. I think that's all right, Britt.
Yep.
That's
good. Our Minnie.
Okay. Thanks. We will see you next time, where we will be capturing magic.